Welcome to the Jazz Cloud. This is Richie Zellon, and in this lesson, I'd like to teach you a chord melody with walking bass arrangement of a great standard. And I'm referring to Softly as in a Morning Sunrise. Welcome back to the Jazz Guitar channel, and if this is your first time and you want to learn everything you can about the art of playing jazz guitar, I want to encourage you to subscribe and be sure to click the bell icon so you won't miss anything. I remember first hearing Softly as in a Morning Sunrise in a recording by John Coltrane, and boy did he take it out. And that's because the main part of the tune is over a recurring 1-6-2-5 minor progression, which really lends itself for the soloist to stretch out. In other words, it's just like rhythm changes, only that the progression has been adapted to a minor key. Now, I've enjoyed playing and experimenting with this standard in different styles over the years. As a matter of fact, there's an old clip of a jazzy tango version, Astor Piazzolla style, that I arranged and performed live with a quartet. And you should see a link above to it about now if you're interested in checking it out. Now, back to this lesson's version. Unlike Coltrane or the Piazzolla experiment, I'm keeping this arrangement very close to home. After all, it's meant to be a solo guitar piece. Oh, and by the way, unlike many of my other fingerstyle arrangements, this one I'm keeping in the original key, C minor. So without further ado, let me play it for you, and then I'll break it down and teach it to you in bite-sized segments. Here goes. Before I start teaching you these arrangements, I want you to know that you have the option to download a special package from my website that will make it easier to study and learn. This is available for a very small contribution which helps support my efforts in preparing these lessons. The download includes a 4-page PDF with regular notation and tablature, an MP3, a band-in-a-box file, and a MIDI file. And these last two allow you to slow down and loop the arrangement so you can learn it easier. And that is if you have the software, of course. And I will put a link in the info section down below for those interested. And so let's do this in 4-measure segments. And we're starting at letter A at the very top, basic C minor 7 on the 8th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically, descending bass from the C going to the B flat to the A minor 7 flat 5, and then a bass lead in from the C sharp on the 6th string to the open D. Under the chords, we have D minor 7 flat 5, and then we have the G7 flat 9. This is really the tritone substitution we're hearing here, the D flat dominant, which resolves back to that C up here. To the A minor 7 flat 5. To the 5th measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very straightforward. One more time. C minor. Then we're inserting that flat 5, which is the E flat, and it also serves as a lead-in in the bass to the open D. On the 6th measure, and then on the 7th measure, so D minor 7 flat 5 on the 8th measure and the 2nd half, G7 altered. And then it would go back up to the top of A. And let's play the second ending, which is very similar to this first one, but it ends differently. It starts out in this inversion of C minor 7. Here we're in measure 10, F minor 9. Going up here to the B flat 9, B flat 9, sharp 5. I might have done something different here in the original clip, but you can also do a 2-5, F minor to B flat 7 altered. Now, very important detail here. Notice I'm using my ring finger here. My middle finger is up in the air. There's a reason for that. You might be wondering why I didn't do this. Well, here's the reason. We're going to start letter B, measure number 11, like this, with the middle finger up in the air. You got to be careful with this one. You might offend somebody in your audience. Oh, yeah. But the reason is we're going to hit that B flat bass on the 6th string. So we need to have that finger. So starting at letter B, that's the B flat 9 sus. That E flat again, measure 12, E diminished 7th, and then that's a different inversion of the E diminished, And we're ready to move on to the last half of the letter B, starting with measure 15. We have this F on measure 15. We slide up here to play this G flat diminished seventh, measure 16. And we end with this two measure descending line with a pedal using the open G string. It goes like this. And we're ready to go to letter C, which is pretty much like letter A. 1, 2, 3, 4. Identical to the first four measures of the tune and letter A again. And then measure 23. And that's identical too to the first ending of letter A, only that to end the tune, we're going to insert a little tag here and repeat this. Measure 31. Kind of slow it down. And then play this inversion of C minor, major 7. Well, that concludes our lesson. I hope you enjoyed the arrangement, and as usual, I'd love to hear your comments and welcome any questions you may have. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so, and don't forget to click on the notification bell icon so you won't miss any of my upcoming lessons. Have fun, and I'll see you in the next video.